watching ABC 36 on your side. Good Day, Kentucky.
Hey, welcome back, friends. She was thrust upon the world stage in the early 1960s, and she never left it. Priscilla Presley, wife of the king, Elvis Presley, and an accomplished businesswoman and actress.
And guess what? She's all ours, Central Kentucky, at least for the weekend. So,
Yes.
But anyways, Priscilla Presley will be at Lexington Comic Convention this weekend to meet her fans. Priscilla, thank you so much for coming in today. We're so glad to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me. This is my first time. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, you're going to be a hit. You're already headlining, so
exactly.
no pressure. And it's welcome back to Priscilla, because we understand that you performed your show at Renfro Valley here in Kentucky just a few months ago.
Priscilla, that's right. Yeah, it's terrible when you have these shows. You never get to see. Not like it's terrible to have the show. That's nice, but you don't. You're in and out. So it's really nice to get to know people, get to see it.
You do the gig, you grab some dinner, and you're off to the next off show. Well, we're very excited to have you at the ComicCon this weekend. And I'm curious, too, what's your favorite part about this? Because we know you haven't done many of these.
No.
So what's your expectation?
You know, I have so many fans that have asked me if I could come, have I ever been here? And I have and I figure this is a great way to, meet them, talk to them.
Yes.
So I figured, I love Kentucky.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I'm going to do this.
Because your general nature, at least from what I've read and heard, is that you are shy. You're a private person. You are shy. And so, stepping out of that box, how difficult has that been for you as far as meeting with the fans and being out there like that?
With the fans, it's great. I mean, they're so down to earth and very caring, and I enjoy being with the fans and talking and sharing things. I mean, I'm not that shy where I'm afraid to meet people.
Right.
I meet a lot of people. I'm just more, a listener, more just an observer, and then we get into conversations, and it's on the go. Then
Love that.
That's fantastic. And you come from a military family. You are moving every 2 or 3 years. You find yourself in Germany. A lot of military kids are a little quiet because it's hard to make friends as you move so often.
Yes.
And then the next thing you know, you're out on the world stage for the rest of your life. Can you encapsulate what that was like? I mean, I can't even imagine.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
Right.
Why me? I mean, it's true. Gosh, whoever knew I would ever meet Elvis Presley, I knew that he was going to be in Germany because I had a friend who was a huge fan of his and a part of his fan club, and I wasn't quite getting it, but but she just loved him, would show us pictures of him, and he was really beautifully cute and handsome and all of it. And then I get over there, and about a month later, I meet him, and I still can't believe it. I had a certain gentleman who was in the Air Force that saw me writing to my friends back in the States here, because I miss them so much, and I'd be teary-eyed how much I miss them, so he says, I see you're here every day, doing your homework, because I put the jukebox on, and I'd be crying. And he said, do you like Elvis Presley? And I said, yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah.
And he says, I know him. And my wife and I go to visit him on weekends. He has a little gathering because he's doing maneuvers and all, he's in the Army. And so on the weekends he has, guests and hangs out and plays music. And I said, I don't know, I gotta ask my dad, and I don't think he's gonna go for this, So my dad, first of all, said, absolutely not, you're not meeting him. My mother said you're not meeting him. Well, I guess I'm not meeting him.
True Air Force father, absolutely not.
But how it all happened was we would have lunch at the Eagles Club. That's where the military guys would all go with their wives and have dinner and hang out. And this guy, Curry, was there. My father was there. I introduced them. And they hit it off great.
Yeah.
And he just said, sir, I just see she's lonely. I see you here writing her, friends every day. And I just wanted to know if she wanted to meet Elvis.
That's incredible.
Wow.
And history was made.
Exactly.
From there on.
I mean, I can't even imagine how nervous you were to meet him like that.
Yeah.
I mean, how long did it take you to kind of get through the nervous part?
I'm still nervous. I was very, very shy, but he was always trying to make me laugh, which he did.
That's incredible.
And then I'd start laughing, and then we started talking, and it was mostly about music, because he loved music, so he always had the jukebox on and playing different songs, and he was quite lonely over there.
And I think the
I
film
bet he was.
showcased that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Priscilla, I want to flash forward to 1973. There's so many iconic moments, but the one that always sticks with me is you and Elvis walking out of your divorce holding hands.
Yeah.
So how do you explain that relationship? I mean, this transcends marriage. This transcends. I mean, you all had a bond that went beyond all of that.
Yeah, we
didn't
did. We did. We cared a lot about each other. Our lifestyle was just so different, so different. And he was gone a lot. He would be now, you know, he was doing Vegas. He was now traveling and touring, and I was raising my daughter, and it was lonely. I'll have to say, it was lonely. And it wasn't until the clincher to this is when I went to our home in Palm Springs and saw this box of letters, and I'm going to my friend, which is his double first cousin.
Yeah.
And we took them back to Truesdale Estates. This is in L.A. And I said, let's look at these letters. And they were from girls, and a lot of them was like, oh my God, I loved being with you last night. It was so much fun. The guys are great.
Oh, geez,
And I'm going, wait a minute.
You're like,
life.
what? What am I looking at right
There
now?
was a stack of letters, and I'm going, oh my gosh.
Aw.
I called Joe Esposito. He was in Las Vegas. And I go, Joe, I need to talk to Elvis. He goes, well, you know, he's sleeping. And I go, I really need to talk to him.
Wake him
Yeah,
up.
wake him.
Yeah, he needs to be woken up.
Wakey,
He goes,
wakey,
what's
Elvis.
going on?
Yeah.
And I told him. And it started from there. But it didn't interrupt really with our care for each other. I mean, we really did have a bond, and of course we shared my daughter and our daughter, and we loved hanging out with each other.
Yeah.
That's tremendous.
And you loved each other. You built
Oh,
that bond together.
absolutely,
So
yeah.
it would only, you know, stand to reason that you would continue that bond to help raise your daughter, too.
Yeah, and our lives were just so different, and
Yeah.
it was hard, you know, always wondering who's he with, you know, what show, where is he going to be?
I can't even imagine, honestly.
It's constant. It's painful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Priscilla, we have more questions. The fans have tons of questions for you this
Yeah,
weekend.
okay.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we want to talk about The Naked Gun. We want to talk about your acting career, your business savvy. I mean, turning Graceland into Mount Rushmore, no less. So if you can hang with us, we'll be back with more.
Okay. All right.
Okay, that's a yes, folks.
Good.
We're back with more after this. Stick around.